What's up, everyone? Welcome to another episode of Kaz Reacts. Today, I'm going to be reacting to one of my favorite artists, the one and only, the legendary Yelawolf. Let's watch the intro and get started. Let's go. All right, so anyone who's been watching any of my videos knows I always bring Yelawolf up as one of my go-to artists, one of the artists that really inspire me. And funny story about Yelawolf, similar to my experience with Tom MacDonald. When I initially saw Yelawolf, I just saw the visual. I didn't equate and relate that person, that face, that look with hip hop. But then I listened to, my first time hearing him was Pop the Trunk. I was blown away. And I think it's something that stayed with me. And ever since then, he was kind of the artist that made me get over that hump of really letting the visual get in the way of appreciating the artist or the music. Anyway, long story short, been listening to him ever since. And this is one of my favorite tracks from Yelawolf. It's called Johnny Cash. It's not a really rippity rap type of song, and you would imagine that someone like me wouldn't like it. But this song connects with me. Let's watch it together. If you haven't seen it, you're going to love it. If you like country music and you like hip hop, this is somewhere in between. So let's watch it. And I'm sure you're going to be like, why didn't I watch this sooner? Let's go.
The windows cracked on a Chevrolet. My cigarettes in the ashtray. The engine's off and the radio's down. So nervous my whole body shakes.
You can tell I've heard this song before, right? I'm not going to say anything. I'm going to let it ride a bit and then we'll talk. All right, I'm going to go back just a little bit.
Cracked on a Chevrolet. My cigarettes in the ashtray. The engine's off and the radio's down. So nervous my whole body shakes. The parking lot's full of people and they ready to see the preacher man. Time to open up for the main act. I guess that makes me a deacon. I promise that I won't let me down. And check myself in the mirror one time. Say my prayer and then I sip the crown. Light another smoke and step outside. Walk inside and take a look around. As I try to remember all of my lines. Guess it's time for me to face the crowd and give the people my time. Johnny Cash.
Okay. So, first time I heard this track, this was on, I think it's Love Story. The album's called Love Story, I think. It's been a while. But anyway, first time I heard it, I was like, what is this? What's going on? But then he captured, as a musician, as a person who performs, he captured that feel right before you get on stage. And little performers, artists that aren't huge like myself, like he used to be, we were the opening act if we were lucky, right? And before you get on stage, you have that feeling in your belly, like those butterflies in your gut. And you know that you've got a job to do. You've got to go warm the crowd up. And it's a hard job, being the opening act because people aren't there to see you. In fact, they're like, who the hell is this fool, So it's like an uphill battle, but it's all done in hopes of, one, winning them over. By the time you get off the stage, you want to be like, who was that dude? Like, I know I came to see this artist, but who's the other guy? I want to know more about them. So it's a process, right? So you're building that fan base brick by brick. And I think he really captured that feel of driving up to the venue, getting out the car, going backstage, thinking about your lyrics. Oh, I don't want to forget my lyrics. I need to make sure I get this shit right. I don't want to make a fool of myself. Having a sip or something, whatever you like to drink. Oh, and by the way, I try not to drink before my gigs just because I don't know if you noticed, but I slur a lot. I have a strange way of speaking. And if I drink, it gets worse. So I tend not to drink before I perform. Sometimes I'll have a couple of beer just to whatever for fun. You're waiting. Usually, that's the worst part of performing. Sometimes it's like that waiting process. Like when you're trying to get on stage, you're just like, oh, come on, when is it going to be my time? And sometimes you peek, take a peek outside, and you see like 6 people there. You're like, fuck this, I'm going to wait till more people show up. So it's a game as well. But anyway, that's what I really liked about this song when I first heard it. And the visuals, obviously, the black and white video, real dramatic. The lighting's great. I shoot videos, so I'm interested in that sort of thing as well. And it's got a grainy feel to it, quite a film noir type shit. You know what I'm saying? All right, let's keep going. This is a great song, and I love the chorus as well. Johnny Cash.
People my time, Johnny Cash.
Johnny Cash.
And of course, everybody knows Johnny Cash. Don't disrespect the legend.
Johnny Cash. Johnny Cash. Johnny Cash.
These people standing on front row, trying to see through me like a window. I'm wearing my soul on my sleeve, but they look at me through a pinhole.
You hear that? He's like, these people are trying to look right through me like a window. I wear my heart on wear my soul on my sleeve, but they look at me like they're looking through a pinhole. Let's go back 1 second.
In the front row, trying to see through me like a window. I'm wearing my soul on my sleeve, but they look at me through a pinhole. All I see is this opportunity to see at least one of you in me, but I can't seem to win them over, so I swallow the humility.
That's the worst feeling when you get on stage and you're giving it your all. You're really laying it out there. You're like, performing is risky business. You're putting yourself out there to be judged, to be looked at and picked apart. So it does take a level of courageousness that I don't think many people appreciate until they have to do it themselves. Some people have no fear of performing on stages. Personally, I don't at all, but I do hate speaking in if there's a small audience of people and I'm meant to speak to them or have an interview, I literally shake. But you put me on stage and I performed for 35,000 people. It wasn't my own show. We opened up for Snoop Dogg. And it's nothing, like whatever. I'm confident in myself in that scenario. I'm not confident in myself in another scenario. Sorry, this whole reactions ended up being a story about me, really. Sorry. But nevertheless, what he's saying is so true. It's like you're putting yourself out there and sometimes it doesn't connect. And you just got to take that L and go home and work on your shit again. So I really related to this song on so many levels. But again, people can relate to it perhaps in different scenarios. It doesn't have to be just from the perspective of a musician. You know what I mean? So let's keep going.
Opportunity to see at least one of you in me, but I can't seem to win them over, so I swallow the humility. 15 minutes to hold them down, and I'm just wishing that it would fly by. It's like my whole world hits the ground. All I wanted to do was have a good time. Hold me under, but I will not drown. All I really know how to do is survive. Next time that I come to your town, I'll be the fucking headline. Johnny Cash.
I love that. It's like the confidence. Next time I come to your town, I'm going to be the headlining act. I'm going to be the main act next time. And he can do this now because he is the main act now. But I love it. It gives small artists like myself that like little bit of a rush. It's sort of like you take a shot of whiskey, you know? You feel the burn, you feel it just a little bit, and it just kind of wakes you up. You know what I mean? This is what the song that did to me.
Johnny Cash.
Look at the size of that rock, man. Damn, I want to have a drink now. I was holding a bottle of whiskey, but I changed my mind because I was like, I need to get up and go to work tomorrow.
Johnny Cash. Johnny Cash. Johnny Cash.
I'm not supposed to be this person, I suppose. I'm not supposed to be this rapper poking holes at stereotypes or to write this juxtaposition.
I'm not supposed to be this rapper poking holes in stereotypes. And that's exactly what he did for me. I looked at him, I stereotyped him, I judged him, then I listened to him, and I learned in some way. Obviously, we're all taught not to judge people based on their looks, but we all do it. You may not want to admit you do it, but we all do it. And I did it. Shamefully, I did. But when I heard his shit, I was like, whoop. Preconceptions, throw them out the window. And yeah, here we are today. I want to bring more light and attention to Yelawolf every opportunity I get, because he's done a lot for me as a musician in terms of helping me become even more comfortable. Just, hey, this is me. You like it? Good. You don't like it? See you later.
I suppose I'm not supposed to be this rapper poking holes at stereotypes or to write this juxtaposing flow to beats it shows. I hold the microphone and out me goes. These songs and quotables. Call me nasty, say I stink. Or hit the sink and hold your nose. Cause I'm about as convincible as a bum in stolen clothes till they go with those. I got dreams like fish got.
Sorry, my light went out. I think it's dead. But you know what? It's all good. We're going to keep going. I'm just going to switch to another kind of light. Maybe this might work. Probably not, but we'll try. How about this? Is this better? Well, it's better than nothing. We're going to go with this today. Hey, let's keep going.
Gills. I can't survive in this lake water without a deal. But I can build Noah's Ark without a power drill. Look at this crowd like it's a battlefield. Tell them my travels, my triumphs, my failures, my family loud and clear. Let them all judge, I don't care how they feel. Fuck it, what do I care? I'm my personal shrink. Throw my heart down on the ground, stomp and use the blood for fucking triumphs.
Sorry, I love it when he gets a bit more aggressive. If you listen to some of his other music, he's more of a rapid fire MC, like really fast with the flow. But on this one, obviously, such a chill song. But then the third verse is more of a rap verse than a singing verse. Let's keep going.
I can't survive in this lake water without a deal. But I can build Noah's Ark without a power drill. Look at this crowd like it's a battlefield.
I could build Noah's Ark without a power drill. See how he brings it back to like that more country thing, where it's like blue collar, if that makes any sense. I love it. I just love it.
But I can build Noah's Ark without a power drill. Look at this crowd like it's a battlefield. Tell them my travels, my triumphs, my failures, my family loud and clear. Let them all judge, I don't care how they feel. Fuck it, what do I care? I'm my personal shrink. Throw my heart down on the ground, stomp and use the blood for the ink. I'm used to purple and pink bruises, so thanks for the tools. It's just a brick for the mansion, another stitch in the pants of a Johnny Cash.
Thank you for the stitch and the pinks and the blues, the bruises. It's just another stitch in my. It's basically all this shit, this pain, and every single time you beat me up and you put me down, it's just one more brick I'm gonna be using to build this fucking mansion. Love it. I don't think it's easy to write. It's not easy to write a rap verse these days without coming off as forced or something. I can't even explain it. It's so natural. And I think the most important thing in hip hop is to be real. Whatever that real is to you. A lot of people are like, oh, you got to be from here. You got to do this. You got to shoot this. No, in my opinion, the most important thing in hip hop is keeping it real. And whatever that real may be, whatever that real is to you, or what you are, is what you should present. Because if you don't and you try to present something you're not, someone might come and check you. And you may not actually be what you claim to be. So it's better you be honest with yourself first and then present that honesty to people, just like he's doing right here.
It's just a brick for the mansion, another stitch in the pants of a Johnny Cash.
Johnny Cash. Johnny Cash. Johnny Cash. Johnny Cash.
That little guitar in the back. Beautiful. And there he goes. And now he's the main act. I love dramatic black and white shots in music videos. All right, so that was Yelawolf, Johnny Cash. Even though we had technical issues, I used my phone for lighting. So yeah, even though we had technical issues today, we managed to make it work just like Johnny Cash. This is one of my favorite Yelawolf tracks. If you haven't listened to Yelawolf, make sure you do yourself a favor, go listen to it. And if you haven't already and you like what you see on this channel, click the like button. Click the, hit the subscribe button. Hit the notification bell. Leave a comment. Let me know what you thought of this song. If you have other artists or other musicians you think I should be listening to, I'm open to everything. As long as we can keep this a positive experience, I'm in. Obviously, I'm not going to like everything, but I usually tend to watch the things I like and avoid the things I don't, like most people. But nevertheless, I appreciate you guys checking it out, sticking around this long. If you haven't, go check out the channel. There's more reactions. Peace and love.